Hey everyone, so I am so sorry for the lack of videos as of late. As you can tell by my new background, I am in my new apartment, so yay for that. I'm also getting over a horrible cold. I moved in and literally after my parents left from getting me all settled and everything, I got slammed with a cold, and I think it's just the new environment, and I live in like huge apartment like towers, so everybody's germs and nasty and so I'm still getting over a cold. That's why I sound a little bit funky. My hair is a mess, but we're just gonna go with it. And one last little thing, this little area above me is empty. There was actually a picture there. I know it looks kind of weird right now. I'm getting the frame to replace that tomorrow. I was sleeping last night and the frame just came sliding off the wall. It shattered. I was having a heart attack because it happened at 3 a.m. I thought I was going to be kidnapped or something. It scared the crap out of me. So that is where we're at right now. I am going to be doing an apartment tour, but as you can kind of tell, my mattress and box spring are just kind of chilling on the floor right now. I'm getting my actual bed frame in another week or two, so as soon as that's in, I will be doing an apartment tour for everyone because I know that I'm getting a lot of messages, and then also just my friends back at home want to see, so I'm going to be doing that very soon, so make sure that you stay tuned, and if you're not subscribed and you're new around here, make sure that you do that and stay tuned for everything. So on to the purpose of this video. Tonight was the VMAs, and my 6-year-old fangirl self just absolutely died on the inside. For those of you who don't know, Justin Timberlake kind of took over the VMAs and NSYNC came out and performed with him. I was the biggest NSYNC fangirl back in the day when I was in like elementary school. Oh my god, I cried, I screamed, I jumped around. It was a wonderful experience. I absolutely adore NSYNC. I still love NSYNC, and if they go on tour, I'm going to be all over that. But yes, NSYNC came on, and oh my god, I fangirled so hard once again. It was lovely. Me and every other 20-something-year-old girl. Also, we all kind of just gathered and freaked out. I used to go to all the NSYNC shows in New York way back in the day. I remember I went to one on Jones Beach, so it's on like a beach, and I remember they made their entrance in a helicopter. Like the helicopter hovered over the stage and they all came down on like these zip lines onto the stage. It was the coolest thing ever, and NSYNC, oh my god, they put on such a good show. And my very first NSYNC concert that I ever went to, their parents all sat behind us, and we hadn't known who they were. It was me, my cousin, my mom, and my dad. And yes, my dad went to NSYNC concerts. He took us. It was great, but all their parents were behind us, and all the girls, it was when I had first gotten into NSYNC, so for my birthday, my mom just kind of surprised me. She's like, oh, we're going to go see NSYNC, and we brought my cousin. And everybody kept coming up behind us, like, asking these people for pictures, and we're like, who are these people? And my mom turned around, and she was like, excuse me, but who are you? And she was like, oh, we're Justin, and Justin Timberlake's mom and dad was sitting behind me, and they were like, oh, we're Justin's mom and dad, and then they introduced us to everybody else down the line. They're like, oh, this is Joy's parents, and JC's, and Lance. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then in that moment, I realized that was when I first became a fangirl, and it's just progressed and gotten so much worse as I've gotten older, but not in sync, but just as a general fangirl sense. But they sat behind us, and I remember I went behind us, and I sat on Justin Timberlake's mom's lap and took a picture, and then she was like, oh my god, you're just the cutest little thing, and then she actually talked to us the entire show. That was also the performance where Britney Spears performed live for the very first time ever, like known to man. It was before her first album came out, so I can actually say that I saw Britney Spears' first like live performance as far as like concerts go. It was a very exhilarating night, and 6-year-old me was very happy, and watching them again tonight made me very happy. I was a Chris Kirkpatrick fangirl, and I always got made fun of for that, but I always liked the one that nobody else liked. So yeah, I loved Chris. Also at the VMAs, I was watching the live stream of it. I don't have cable in my apartment. I just stuck with internet because I don't really watch TV anyways. But back on point, I was watching it live streamed, and Taylor Swift, man. Okay, let me preface this first. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap about this, but I don't mind Taylor Swift's music. I like it. She sings anthems that every other girl can relate to. We all know what she's talking about. It's like, oh my god, she knows me. She's my sister. But as a person, I don't know her as a person, but just some of the things she does bug me a little bit. But to me, everybody gives Miley Cyrus a bunch of crap about being a whore, but she has been with the same guy consistently for I don't even know how many years. And Taylor Swift has 4 albums worth of songs about dudes that she went out with, and they either dumped her, she dumped them, whatever the case may be. But it really is how you present yourself these days, because Taylor Swift has the good girl image, but she's on 4 albums about boys she broke up with. But as the way she carries herself in certain things that she does, it just kind of irks me. Like tonight when she won the award, I don't even remember what it was for, but she was like, I would like to thank the person that this is about. And then they went to Harry Styles, who he didn't look happy, but like I don't think he really cared either. But like my whole thing is with that Harry and Taylor split, Harry Styles always had nothing but nice things to say about Taylor Swift, and I'm not a One Direction fan. I'm not a Directioner. I'm sorry, again, unpopular opinions, but whatever. So, as just looking at the situation, Harry Styles has never, ever, ever had one bad thing to say in interviews, in anything about her, and then Taylor Swift goes on stage, and it's just like, she's so bitter about it, and it's like, okay, we understand that these are songs about exes. Everybody knows that. It's no secret. But there's no need to rub your success or your winning in this person's face because the song is about them. I just think that was so not classy of Taylor Swift. And to me, Taylor Swift is a very classy girl. She's a little bit young, in my opinion. But, I mean, that was just a little bit of a dick move, excuse my language if that offended anybody. But I don't know, I didn't really like that. And you're supposed to be setting an image to younger girls, and I feel like you doing that makes them think that it'll be okay to like rub everything in their ex-boyfriend's face. When meanwhile, nobody cares, nobody wants to hear about it. We know that you are successful, and we know that all of your songs are about your ex-boyfriends. We get it. You have 4 albums about it. But, like, to me, doing it in a public atmosphere where pretty much the entire United States is watching every move and everyone's kind of there was absolutely no need for that at all. I don't know, that really just, it irked me and it rubbed me the wrong way. I like Taylor Swift's music. I will belt it out in the car. I have no shame in that. But as a person, as somebody who I can relate to, or as a person that I can admire, not so much. But back on to the Miley Cyrus topic. I like Miley Cyrus, and of all things to like, I know that that's like a weird thing. I'm not really too huge into like pop music, but I do like Miley Cyrus. She has always been a guilty pleasure of mine since like the 10th grade when Hannah Montana came out. I don't know what it is about her, but like I've always just liked her, and whatever, judge me if you will, say what you want, but I do like her. As far as her whole new image goes, I mean, to each his own, man. I think she has a kicking body. I absolutely love her new haircut. Is she being a little bit weird? Yeah, okay, maybe. But I think that everybody's weird, and I think that when these girls come from Disney, they're expected to stay in this kind of like little mold that Disney makes for them. And you know, no bad news to Disney or anything. I love Disney, and I think that what they do for young people is a great thing. But I think when these girls try to break away from Disney, it becomes a little bit of an issue if they start to like come into their own in a way that's not in this like good girl next door image. And I think that that's what's kind of going on with Miley right now, is she's just kind of come into her own, but it's not in the way everybody else wanted her to. And I know that there's like speculations about the drugs and this and that, the other thing. If she is, hopefully she can get clean and she's not going to go absolutely out of control like Amanda Bynes, but Amanda Bynes is another story for another day. I don't know, I really don't mind her, and I think that I honest to God think she is just doing her own thing, going about life the way that she wants to go about it, and just doing things that please her. And I don't think that there's really anything wrong with that, because you know what, at the end of the day, that's all that we're all trying to do. Just go through life, be happy, do the things that make us happy, and you know what, she's the one with the multi-million-dollar career, not any of us, so who are we to really say anything? And that also goes back to my Taylor Swift issue. Who am I to say anything? Because you know what, the girl is making billions of dollars off of her songs about her ex-boyfriends, so you know what, good for her. If I could write music about things that happen to me, I would be doing it too, but I don't have that talent. So I'm sitting here in front of a camera in my empty apartment talking to the internet. So Lady Gaga showed up on the red carpet in something that was very tame for her standards, and I don't really know what she's trying to do. She wasn't really wearing much of makeup. She just kind of had her hair doing her thing. She looked pretty, whatever, but Lady Gaga is one of those artists who I don't understand. Like, I don't get what it is that she's trying to do, because she puts out these messages of, oh, no hate, love everybody for who they are, it's okay, everything's gonna work out, be who you are, little monsters, blah, 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 whatever. Then she's gone on in interviews bashing Adele, I can never say her name, bashing Adele about her weight, and this was a while ago, but like, I just don't understand the message that she's trying to promote, because what she's promoting in her, like, image and her self is not what she's exuding in person. I don't know, it's weird. But my brother's a fan of hers, so I'm not really going to get into it because he will kick my butt for this. But I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga. I don't really get her point. I don't understand it. I don't understand what her message is. You're trying to make a statement by wearing these outrageous outfits and doing outrageous things, but like, you're not saying anything. You're not doing anything. You just look like a clown that rolled out of the circus, and you're showing up with leftover meat hanging on your body. I know that that's like really old now. You have a statement or an image that's just who you are is one thing, but she's doing it to make a statement, but I feel like she's not making any statements. If you want to make a statement of, wow, everybody show up to a red carpet in jeans, Converse, and a white v-neck t-shirt, I swear to God, everybody's jaws will be on the floor. Katy Perry, I thought that she looked absolutely stunning. I like Katy Perry. I'm not a huge fan of her music, but I do really like her, and I like her whole style that she has going on. To me, the difference between Katy Perry and Lady Gaga is that's Katy Perry's style and she works with it, because there's always like a consistency to Katy Perry's outrageousness, but with Lady Gaga it's just like, let me find whatever I can and just show up. Like, I feel like she literally just douses herself in glue, runs to the dumpster or a junkyard, and just rolls around, and then whatever sticks to her, that's what she's gonna show up. That's probably just me not really into it. I don't really have a place to say. And again, everything comes back to these people have multi-million-dollar careers. They are sitting pretty right now. What am I doing? I'm sitting in my apartment going to get my master's degree, talking to the internet by myself. So I can't really say anything, but that is kind of my little wrap-up, kind of main things that I saw at the VMAs. I know that the VMAs were way longer than that. I know a lot of things went on at the VMAs. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. Jimmy Fallon. Oh my God, I'm in love with him. I absolutely adore Jimmy Fallon. I wish he would kind of marry me. After NSYNC performed, he was literally the biggest fangirl, and his reaction to NSYNC was literally just every other girl's reaction. Every other girl's reaction. And I love Jimmy Fallon for that. These are just the things that kind of stood out to me a little bit, so I figured I would just sit down and talk to you about them, because what else am I doing on the internet but really. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed. Make sure that you all rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. And also with these chit-chatting videos, I would like to kind of open it up to hear from you guys. There's not very many of you, but I mean, I do hear from some of you every so often, but I would like to hear down below what you guys thought of the VMAs, if you liked anybody's style, anybody's dress or whatever, anybody's performance. Let me know in the comments down below, or message me, you know, whatever. But let's get a discussion going, people. So that's about it. I'm going to stop here, and until the next time, I will see you on the next video.